Hello everyone, welcome to our Excel training video. I am your host and instructor, Professor Ruben Herrera. And on this lesson, we are going to learn about how to create slicers when we format our spreadsheet as a table. Very good. So on a previous lesson, you guys probably already should know or already learned how to turn a spreadsheet into tables. So let us go ahead and have a little refresh of that. To turn this spreadsheet into a table, what we have to do, number one, is just click on one cell within our continuing range of data, which is this right here. This is our continuing range of data. Well, all we need to do is just select one cell in here, just one, not two. Then I'm going to head over on that home tab. Next, I'm going to click right here on format as table on this command in here. Next, I'm going to see a gallery right here of colors. Some of the colors are very pretty, some of them are not so much, but myself, I always like to select this one right here, the second design right here, or the second color from the medium gallery. Okay. Next, you guys are going to see this dialog box that is just making sure and double check that the whole range, or the range that I'm going to turn into a table, is being selected correctly. And it is, because you can see right here this marquee, this border right here. I call it the creepy moving border. It's not moving right now, but when it moves, I call it that creepy moving border. But this is actually the correct name for this is the marquee. Notice right here that I have some code in here, some this is the position of this range right here that is being locked. This is a reference actually, and it's locked. And also I have a checkmark right here that says my table has headers. Wait a minute, my table? Well, yes, this is fixing to be turned into a table. And right here I have my headers. Yes, they are. So on this dialog box, I don't have to change anything. The only thing I have to do is click on OK. Excellent. Now my spreadsheet is turned into a table. One of the things that I like to do whenever I turn my spreadsheet into a table, I like to click right here on the select all button. And then on the first column right here, I'm going to position my mouse pointer right here where I see a double pointed arrow, and I'm going to double click, because this way I will automatically auto size the columns of my table to where I can see my filter buttons and that I can see my headers right here. Okay, next, to the point of this video lesson, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add slicers to this table now, to this spreadsheet. And what I'm going to do, notice my friends, whenever I turn my spreadsheet into a table, I get a additional tab in here that is called the Design tab from the Tables tools. Okay, wait a minute, it disappeared. Where did it go? Well, if I click away from my table, it'll disappear, but if I click inside of my table, it will appear again. So right here, I'm going to click right here on Design, and then I'm going to click right here on Insert a Slicer. Insert a Slicer. Very nice. And then I'm going to get this. Next, I'm going to get this box right here with some labels right here. Does this look familiar to you? Yeah, that's because this right here, these are actually these headers right here. What I'm going to do, I can select all these, but really in reality, I'm only need probably two slicers. And you always want to select these slicers because slicers are really nothing else and nothing more than filters. And right here on right here, you want to select slicers or filters for stuff for columns in your spreadsheet that have repetitive data like this. So I'm going to select one for shipping method and another one for terms. So I have two right there. I'm going to insert two slicers, and I'm going to click right here, click OK. Very nice. And look, you see now I have two slicers right here. So what are these slicers really? These, my friends, these slices right here take the place for this right here, these headers right here, and these filter buttons right here. Notice that, for example, right here, what if I want to see all the shipping methods that are just FedEx, for example? I can just click right here and look, I see only FedEx. If I want to see only UPS, I click right here on UPS. Very nice. If I want to see several shipping methods, I can just press and hold the control key on my keyboard and click right here on UPS, click on FedEx right here and click on DHL, and there you go. Now I'm looking at the information from three buttons. I can also select right here, enable this little button. This is only good on Excel 2016 and above. Select that, and I can toggle and select and unselect different types of shipping methods or filters. And I'm going to do right here only, I want to see only that net 30, for example. And look, I can mix and match my information here. If I want to clear or unfilter all my information, I can just click right here and boom, this will get on filter. Notice, my friends, also when I select right here on the slicer, I also get a additional tab in here for my slicer options, and I can go in here and I can change the color of my slicers. I like to be colorful, and I'm gonna do green this time. There you go. So very nice. And whenever you don't want, and supervisors and CEOs and people higher up, they love this because they don't have to be Excel experts. They just want to see the numbers. They only worry about the bottom line, and make sure that everything is running smoothly. So, and instead of messing with these filters right here and adding filters and deleting filters and all that, they can just open up the report, and if we have these slicers ready for them, I can just they can just see right here, and it's so much easier for me. I mean, actually, for them, these are big buttons, and they can filter and unfilter the information. And then whenever if you feel like you don't want these slicers, or these slicers are not for you, you want to get rid of them, very simple. All you have to do is click right here on this slicer, and you'll see the sizing handles in here so that you can resize your slicer accordingly. And you can, once you have your sizing handles in here in place, you can, on your keyboard, you can press that delete key, not backspace but delete, and it will delete your slicers accordingly, like this. But I'm going to put my slicers back because I like them so much and I think I'm going to use them. And anyways, this is a very quick explanation and video on how to add slicers to a spreadsheet. By the way, you don't have to turn a spreadsheet into a table to add slicers. Excel actually has right here um, somewhere in here, right here, another option to insert slicers into a spreadsheet without turning our spreadsheet into a table. However, I prefer to turn it into a table because I also have the benefits of adding my total row here at the bottom, and I like the banded colors too on my spreadsheet, and it's just easier for my eyes. Um, Anyways, I hope you like this lesson, my friends, and thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye bye.